We got threes, more threes, and a couple of 4-pointers. That really was the theme of this year's 2023 WNBA All-Star Weekend. Let's kind of talk about this a little bit. So the three parade started on Friday with a 3-point contest. And this year's 3-point contest was a little bit different than previous years. And that's primarily because Allie Quigley was not in the competition. So for years and years and years, Allie Quigley has had a lock on the 3-point contest. She just wins all the time, and no one even has a chance really when Allie Quigley is competing in the 3-point contest. But this year, we were able to announce a new 3-point contest winner because Allie Quigley decided to take a break from the WNBA this season. And so because she's not on the team, she cannot compete in the 3-point contest. So instead of Allie Quigley taking home the 3-point contest win, Sabrina Ionescu stepped up to the plate and really just demolished the competition. In the finals, it was Sabrina Ionescu and Sammy Whitcomb facing head-to-head to see who would win. And Sabrina she was on fire. She scored 37 out of 40 possible points. And if you're just looking at total shots that were made, she was 25 for 27. She only missed 2 shots. This is unheard of when it comes to the 3-point contest. 25 out of 27 makes. Like, it's just crazy. I was actually watching this live, and like it made me sit up from my couch and was like, whoa, is she gonna do it? Because I think at one point she made like 20 straight buckets. She was on fire. This is like, yes, Allie Quigley is the queen of 3-point contests, but Allie Quigley has never done something like this, at least that I can remember. It was just really, really fun to see, and it was really a great start to All-Star Weekend. I do want to say that I think there's something with Sloot going on because Allie Quigley for years and years and years won. And, you know, as we know, she's married to Courtney Vandersloot. Courtney Vandersloot leaves the Chicago Sky, teams up with Sabrina Ionescu for the New York Liberty, and Sabrina Ionescu wins the 3-point contest. I'll just say it, like, there may be something about Courtney Vandersloot that just motivates people to win the 3-point contest. I don't know. What do y'all think? Let me know. Let me know if y'all think Sloot is the X factor in all of these 3-point contests. Now, everything else besides the 3-point contest was a little bit underwhelming. For the skills competition, Chelsea Gray and Kelsey Plum from the Aces won. But even though they won and had the fastest time, it just didn't feel right that they won because for the first round, Kelsey Plum missed all of her 3-pointers. And for the second round, Kelsey Plum again missed all of her 3-pointers. And I think both times she missed a floater and then missed the layup. And for someone to miss that many and have her team still win, it feels weird, right? It helps that like Chelsea Gray is really the definition of clutch, and it didn't matter that Kelsey Plum was so bad at making shots because Chelsea Gray was just making it on the first shot, and so that really helped the team out. But it just looks bad for Kelsey Plum to miss so many shots. And the reason why I say that is because like there's a lot of people who swear that the WNBA is trash. You know, there's people who are like, this league sucks, they don't know how to play, get in the kitchen, like all that stuff. And I kind of feel like stuff like this gives them even more ammunition to be like, see, I told you, you know, that type of thing. And it's just, I don't know, I always want to make sure that the WNBA is seen in like the best light possible. And I think that wasn't showing the WNBA in its best light, with the team that won having one of the players miss all the 3-pointers and actually miss a couple of like bunnies. Yes, Kelsey Plum was, you know, having a good time and like, you know, they're at home and they're partying it up and all that stuff. but still, like it just looks bad. I don't know. If y'all think I'm overreacting, let me know in the comments. But I just didn't feel right. So yeah, that was the 3-point contest and the skills competition. Now let's get to the big game, the All-Star game itself. And I thought that this game was okay. It was basically 40 minutes of cardio for both teams. You had some players that were kind of entertaining, like Lloyd, Kelsey Plum, Sabrina Ionescu, with the 3-pointers and 4-pointers. You had Cheyenne Parker. That was pretty fun as well to see her shoot from the 3. I think she was like 3 or 4. So she was kind of fun. BG, Brittany Griner dunked twice. So that was entertaining if you're into dunks, WNBA dunks. But to be honest with you, besides the 3-point shots, besides the 4-point shots, the game was pretty boring. It really was. At least from watching it on TV, it was pretty boring. And that sucks because I am a big fan of the league. Like I shouldn't think that the All-Star game is boring. But it was. And I went to the All-Star game last season in Chicago, and it didn't feel boring. Like it was fun the whole time. Maybe it was because it was Sylvia Fowles' last All-Star game, and same thing with Sue Bird. But it felt fun. Maybe if I revisited that game and watch it all over again, maybe I wouldn't feel the same way. But as a person who was watching on TV, it kind of felt kind of boring. And it was boring because it was obvious that no one was taking this game seriously. There was no defense whatsoever. It was basically just cardio up and down the court. People just jacking up 3-pointers, jacking up 4-pointers, missing point blank shots at the basket. And they were having fun. They were clowning.
She shot that bad. Her air ball done made us call a timeout. Pass, 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 pass.
And that's cool. That's fun to do. You know, it's good for them to have fun and let their hair down and just enjoy. But it was kind of boring to see that product on the court. When you think about like the NBA and whatnot, like I feel like they can get away with that a little bit more because you'll see those flashy dunks, you know, every now and then. And that sort of makes up for it. But for the WNBA, you know, you have fancy passes and then you have like fun layups. There wasn't either of those that existed in this game. You have Chelsea Gray, who is a passing wizard. She didn't really do any really fancy passes at all in this game. You know, Courtney Vandersloot is a really good passer. You didn't see really any behind the backs passes, through the leg passes. Like you didn't really see that. And I think that was the opportunity for like the fun in this game was those types of passes, because you can't do like, you know, it's the WNBA. You can't really do like those 360 dunks and like all that stuff that the NBA can do. To liven it up a little bit, the WNBA can pass really well and like can do fancy passes, but they didn't do those passes in this game, and it just, you know, it kind of made it boring because it was just cardio up and down the court, jacking up shots. There were no fouls really, so no real stoppage of play. It was just go, miss. You know, occasionally, yay, you made a 3-pointer, awesome. You know. Or you made a 4-pointer, awesome. But it was just kind of boring. I know I'm rambling a little bit, but I really want to know what you all think about what I just said. Do you think I'm being super harsh on this game? Let me know. Am I expecting too much? It's one of those things where I want players to have fun and enjoy themselves, but also this is a product that you are selling. It is on ABC. So you have a maximum, like you have a huge amount of eyeballs that have the potential to watch this game. And, you know, maybe they're trying to watch, like maybe they're just skipping the channel and they wanted to watch Wheel of Fortune, like, or whatever normally plays on ABC at this time, you know, on a Saturday night. Maybe they were looking to watch something like that. and they saw WNBA basketball on. And if they see that no real plays are being run, and like it just sort of seems lackadaisical and whatnot, is this really is this really the best product on the court? When you're thinking about possible new fans, I think no, it wasn't. And maybe that's not what the All-Star game is for. Maybe the WNBA All-Star game is different. But yeah, guys, let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about what I just said. Do you think I'm way too harsh on these women? But yeah, let me know. I don't know. Yeah, I was kind of negative there. But I want to make sure to leave on a positive. So I have 3 positives for you. The first positive is Jewel Lloyd. Jewel Lloyd scored a whopping 31 points in this game, which I believe is an all-star record. So shout out to Jewel Lloyd for that. She was trying to get to 40 because her parents were celebrating their 40th anniversary. So it would have been cool if she would have got to 40, but 31 is not too shabby at all. Also, the second positive is that the WNBA got a bigger trophy. So last year, we remember that like little rinky-dink cup type trophy that Kelsey Plum got for winning the MVP last year. And they got a little bit better of a trophy, definitely bigger trophy. It seemed kind of heavy the way that Jewel Lloyd was holding it. It seemed heavy. So nice job, Kathy Engelbert, for getting a better trophy. All right, the third positive that I saw out of this game is that New Sky owner Dwayne Wade was working Jewel Lloyd. And it kind of makes me think maybe the Sky might actually pick Jewel Lloyd up in the offseason. So Jewel Lloyd is an unrestricted free agent in 2024. And when she was scoring, he was going crazy. And like I think he was working her. I'm pretty sure he had some conversations with her. And if Jewel Lloyd can come to the Chicago Sky, it would be pretty sweet. So we'll see what happens. We know that Jewel Lloyd is from Chicago, so having her come back home would be great. And maybe Dwayne Wade is just the man to get her to come back home. We will see what happens, but I think that was a huge positive. As a Sky fan, that made me very excited. The possibility of Jewel Lloyd possibly coming back to Chicago. All right, guys, so those are my opinions of this game. Team Stewart won 143 to 127 for Team Wilson. The standout players for this game really was Jewel Lloyd, who scored 31 points for Team Stewart. And then we had Kelsey Plum, who scored 30 points for Team Wilson. So, yeah, that's that. All right, guys, that is the video. Thank you so much for watching. I just wanted to record my initial thoughts fresh after the game was over. I'm recording this like an hour after the game ended, but it's gonna be published on Sunday. But just wanted to get some fresh thoughts out there. Let me know what y'all think about my comments. Do you think that the All-Star game should be changed a little bit to make it a little bit more fun, especially for people who are watching at home? Do you think that the WNBA should offer a little bit more of a financial prize to ensure that players play a little bit harder? We all know that this is supposed to be a fun time for the players, and like I want them to have fun. But also, I do want to see really good basketball also. We of course we don't want players to get injured or anything in the All-Star game. But I think they could have played a little bit harder and still ensured that no one got injured, even in the fourth quarter. Like I thought that but they may be lackadaisical for the first 3 quarters, but in the fourth quarter, Team Wilson is gonna buckle down and play defense and play hard. But it still didn't happen. And so it just felt like Team Wilson they were like, whatever, it's a fun time. Let's have a party, you know, and let's enjoy ourselves. Who cares if we win? Who cares if we lose? It doesn't matter. It felt like that was just the thought process for the day, and like it's not bad per se. I personally just did not enjoy it. But let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Next year, the All-Star Game will be in Phoenix, and so I am going to be making sure that I get tickets to go. Because even though I didn't enjoy this year's All-Star Game, I'm still going to go. I'm still going to try my best to actually go in person to next year's All-Star Game in Phoenix, because it's just always better when you can go in person. To stuff like this, even if it's not as entertaining watching it on TV, it's definitely very entertaining watching it in person, and going to WNBA Live and just like seeing the players in person. Like I think it'll just be more fun in person, and so I am going to make sure to get my ticket. I don't believe tickets are on sale yet, but when they are, I will probably post a comment in the community page letting everyone know, so you all can get your tickets. So if you plan on going to Phoenix next year, I will see you there. It should be a fun game, and I'm very excited that they announced it now, so that way people can sort of forward plan and you know, and whatnot. So yeah, that is the video, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. If you like this video, please like it. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed yet. But before I go, for those who are waiting for my video about dunking, I will probably release that at the end of the season. It's going to go over all the dunks that have ever happened, like all the recorded women's basketball dunks, and just we're going to have a serious conversation about dunking specifically for women. This may or may not be a popular take for women's basketball fans, but we're going to have this conversation. So I hope y'all ready for it. I'll probably release that at the end of this season. All right, guys, that is the video. Thank y'all so much for watching, and until next time, guys. Bye.
Angel Wilson's now dancing with the broom.